like they're programmed for one at the end of the world, but it could also be going in a positive but also negative way with AI.
True.
Oh yeah. I think probably both.
Yeah.
All right.
And we'll see what Josh's views are when he gets here.
Stream. You're first here. Thank you. First coming on Twitch. Robert, if you couldn't mind reading that chat when we get new chatters on there. I'll read this one and we can all focus in on this one. Yo, first here. Yeah, I already read that one.
Yeah.
All right. So while we wait for some more people to pop in, let's first discuss. Artificial intelligence has become a big thing over the last 20 years.
Oh yeah.
I mean, think about it, 20 years ago, we didn't have almost any of the stuff we have now. And I mean, it's growing insane rate. I mean, 20 years ago, we didn't have a lot of the stuff we have now.
Now imagine in the next 20 to 30 years how much more of that stuff is.
But that's what I'm saying. Is having more of that a good thing or a bad thing? And we'll ask that to our viewers as well. Is having more things automated through artificial intelligence a good thing or a bad thing? What would you say it is?
Probably a bad thing because if you think about it, the more artificial intelligence you have that's growing with technology, then it gets to a point where they don't need doctors anymore. They don't need truck drivers. They don't need,
Right.
Because it's becoming such a powerful thing to where like even, I mean, I haven't seen any stores or businesses go out of business yet, but it just, and I haven't done too much research on artificial intelligence, but my views from what I've heard of it, it sounds like that it can become powerful enough. It just sounds like that it can be.
Similar views as to us. Still got a lot of technical difficulties with the stream. Trying to get that up and running a little bit better. So one thing to be said here, the YouTube goal is 50 followers, and the streaming and everything around, just quality of all of our streams are going to increase at a great rate once we hit 50 followers on YouTube. And 50 followers on Twitch is just one step closer to the release of everything, merch, Discord, everything about this will grow. And also, another thing to point out, we now have a bot in the Twitch thing, so it is easier to earn different features just from watching the stream. Hi. I'm just the only one in here. Welcome to the stream, Super Noob, Sophia, and Harold. We hope you will enjoy it. This is a debate, a live debate. We're debating different topics and also just, hints of comedy. It's going to be a great time. Hope you stick on with us. All right. Then we have a comment from the YouTube stream, if you want to read that one.
Yeah, so if AI took over our jobs, it would take care of
All forms of currency.
because people who would have ways of getting jobs to receive money.
Let's bring this forward.
Yeah, a little bit closer.
We can still get all of us.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd say that's
Yeah.
very true. Very good point. You kind of interesting, man. Now there's 4 people watching you. Yeah, I mean, and we want this to grow. Like I just pointed out, this is not the main channel you're watching. The link in the bio links to the main channel, which is a better view of everything going on. What do you think about LGBTQ in school? Fortunately, we can't discuss stuff like that. If we say anything, we might get canceled. We are not in support. That's all we can say.
Yeah.
At this time. So, we know Twitch, the Swamp _ Hot Seat Debate on Twitch, and same thing on YouTube. Both links are in the channel bio. That is a much better view of what's going on here and just a better quality stream altogether. So another thing, welcome to stream. Another thing to be pointed out is artificial intelligence. A lot of people want it because they think, obviously video games are a big deal. And to have stuff like that accessible to everyone, it's like creating a second life. And a lot of people wish they had that second life. So, I mean, I guess a lot of things to point out is a lot of people are in agreement. A lot of people are against it. And it's a controversial thing. But I think artificial intelligence could go both ways. I personally think it's probably not the best thing. But it can be good in certain.
It can be good, but people will lose
yeah.
jobs and not make money. Or
True.
maybe something might come about where people are still getting money despite not being able to have their jobs because of artificial intelligence. Maybe something might come about where people are still making income.
What's wrong, Waffle? What's going on? You confused about what we're talking about? We're talking about artificial intelligence. We're not really in huge support of it, but that is the current debate. If anybody has any questions, we listen to chat. We read every chat message, and we do answer just about any question not pertaining towards certain things, which YouTube does not want us talking about. So, but we do accept chat questions.
Yeah.
And of course, link in the bio for the real thing. Yeah, I know. If you go to the My Channel thing and go to my bio, you can see the full thing. It's a better angle, and that is the main channel, the real stream. So, yeah.
Yes, same for on this screen too. If you want to go to the real channel, go. What's the name of this?
The swamp _ a hot seat debate. Every new word is a capital on YouTube. I sub. Thank you so much for the sub. The sub on that channel isn't as important as the sub of the other channel. Y'all are underrated. Thank you so much. It means a lot. So the link in the bio links to the main channel. We need subs on that. 50 subs is the goal. So let's get into another topic here. Electric vehicles have been very controversial over the last decade.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of people say they're good. They're good for the environment, whatever. But ultimately, would you ever get one? And why do you think they're better or worse than a regular gas-powered vehicle?
Well,
It wouldn't make much of a difference though, because just as much as you have to make gasoline for cars, you got to make electricity for the cars to run in. So I mean, I feel like it's just kind of a waste of. Maybe. No, I think it's about you. No, wait.
Here, you think about that for a
Yeah,
second.
let me think about that.
What is this question here? Thoughts on the Cybertruck? I mean, honestly, they look weird.
it looks like a Hot Wheels car.
It does.
Like
it looks like something a kid would
A Hot
make.
Wheels car that got left in the sun.
But ultimately, if I were offered one for free, I'd take it. They're pretty fun. I heard they're
We
bulletproof,
already
too.
do have electric cars now, like Tesla.
Well, yeah. But I mean, do you agree that they're better than regular gas vehicles? Because obviously,
I don't know too much about them. I think they take about an hour to charge, whereas cars that run on gas take only a few seconds to fill up. But
I don't know how charging honestly works in electric vehicles, but
I've seen people pull up and it has looked like they were parked for an hour recharging on their vehicles.
Thank you for commenting on the stream. I don't know what that means, but thank you for the support.
For electric vehicles, my thoughts are like, sure that there's gas and there's pollution, but also taking the engines and for those vehicles, for electric vehicles, I feel like it does a little bit more harm to the earth.
The Cybertruck looks like the Porygon Pokemon.
Yep.
Indeed, it does.
I don't know what that is,
Indeed.
but okay. Oh, we got another question on here.
Thoughts on making
What are your
flying
thoughts on
cars?
making flying cars?
I feel like that would be pretty
Well,
fun.
I feel like we're far from. Well, maybe we're not that far away from flying cars, but I think what's next in line is the electrical cars that are above the ground, that don't use wheels and just kind of float above the ground, that have some kind of magnetic electronic that works to keep it above the ground, like what you see in the Star Trek movies, the newer
Yeah.
ones,
Yeah, that's
where the cars are above the ground.
I like Star Wars movies.
hover cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hover cars. I feel like that's what we're going to be coming into in the next 30 to 40 years. We're not going to have wheels anymore.
Yeah, no, I mean, that could be interesting, but you got to think about 100 years ago, cars weren't necessarily a big thing, and when cars became a big thing, people were like, you know what, in the next while, we're going to have flying cars. And we don't right now. So
Yeah.
we can say all we want, yeah, cars are going to be flying soon, but we don't really know what's going to happen. And then also we have a question over here. What do you think about, okay, that'd be hybrid vehicles. What do you think about hybrid vehicles?
I don't know what those are.
So a hybrid vehicle is a car that runs on both gas and electric vehicles, or electricity. So I guess ultimately
How do those work anyway? Does the gas and electricity mix together?
they both have different engines that run it.
Okay.
I think I don't really know, but yeah, you can charge them and you can fill them up with gas.
So it wouldn't matter if you charge them or fill them up on gas; it'll still work.
Yes, you can run it either way. That's what makes it a hybrid. It can do more things. Welcome to the stream, Arc. From the stream.
I'm in support of those cars because if you don't have the money to fill up on gas, but you park your car at your house overnight, you can recharge.
For a hover car to work, there could be magnetic roads. That would be awesome. If they did that, I would just click the lawyer from the beam.
Question is, would you want a car with wheels or a car that's elevated above the ground with magnetic roads? What do you prefer?
I feel like it'd be really cool to have a hover car, I gotta say. But I also feel like,
The cost would be insane.
yeah, I don't know because how much would a magnetic road cost, and upkeep on it would be insane. Yeah, hello, Carlos. Hello, how are you doing?
Is that Carlos?
Yes, Carlos says just come in and said hi to everybody. Welcome to the stream.
Oh, is he the one that's Arc?
Yeah.
Hey, Carlos.
All right, we're gonna want to plug. If you're watching on the channel and in the bottom left corner or anywhere it says Lucas Eubanks, you're on the wrong channel. I mean that channel is good, but you need to come to the main channel, which is the link is in the bio of that channel.
The swamp
This
underscore something.
Yeah, the swamp. I think on YouTube it's the swamp dash a hot seat debate, and then on Twitch, which is another thing, we now have viewer points. So just from watching the stream, you can do different stuff. You can unlock different rewards, and that means a lot. And that is the swamp under her debate. Swamp looks like perfect circle. That's a pretty good thing. What about instead of cars, everyone just teleported to their destination?
How do we get that to work though? Because teleporting is a hard.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's like in a fictional world, would you rather have a flying car or be able to teleport anywhere you want?
I feel like teleporting would be.
Oh. Technical difficulties. Sorry about that.
Well, if something happens to the magnetic roads, it could possibly cause cars to crash.
That's true.
No, that is true
It's
because
a big danger. Yeah.
if the magnetic road goes out or something, yeah, cars can crash and get hurt, and people get hurt and stuff.
To answer Carlos's question, the sermon today was about the golden rule. No traffic jams? Well, yeah, because if there were traffic, I feel like it all just come crumbling down. Plus, the only issue with magnetics is magnetics can't focus on just one thing. Everything around it would get sucked in, which means how would cars really be able to move when there's other cars around? So that's a danger that you take on with that guy from Pawn. You know what? That is true. You do look like the guy. Have you guys ever seen Pawn Stars?
We're Pawn Stars.
It's a TV show about a pawn shop, and this guy makes a really good point, saying that you look like the guy from Pawn Stars, especially in that shirt.
Me?
Yeah.
Except I
Pretty
got a
good
double
comment.
chin.
Because probably, yeah, most of them do too. But you don't really have a double chin.
Yeah, I do.
Not that
See?
much.
Well,
Nice, kind of. A little bit.
yeah.
But you
I'm
know,
trying
you
to
do
get rid of
look
it.
like
Here's
him.
the thing,
It's
I'm
a pretty
not-
good thing.
I'm not fat, but I got a double chin.
A lot of people do.
Can't get rid of it.
Okay. Any other questions from chat? It doesn't have to be pertaining to electric vehicles. We'll take anything. We have a new guy who's in the hot seat today, so we will answer any questions.
And
that don't
Josh
involve
will be
personal
coming
things.
in about,
Yeah, hopefully Josh can make it in about 45 minutes,
yeah.
maybe less. What instead of magnetic roads, wheels were fans.
That would be pretty cool.
How does that work though, having wheels as the fans?
I mean, I think ultimately it would be the air. It would just push the air underneath it and keep the vehicle floating in there. That's, I think, what they mean, which is interesting. But I feel like we'd need a lot more technology developed for that to happen.
Yeah, for sure. Because you have to remember too, a car weighs more than a ton, and you have to have enough powerful air that's gonna push the vehicle up.
It's true, actually. I didn't think about that. It's literally a helicopter. It could be a helicopter, yeah. The question is, could it work with the helicopter propeller or whatever in the wheel area? Because this is supposed to be for a car. So I guess, would we all just be driving helicopters around then at that point?
Pretty much upside down helicopters.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. Introduction of this new person. referring to Sam. We introduced him at the beginning of the stream. This is Sam. This is Robert's brother, and my close friend. Welcome to the stream.
Thank you.
So, yes. Also, if you're currently watching the stream right now, we are looking to grow it, reach our new follower goals. If you know people that might be interested in it, hi Sam from chat. Share it with anyone you can. We need to grow the stream, so anyone you know that has YouTube or has Twitch or anything, share with them, even if they don't watch it. We just want to know it's shared, and if you can't, we understand. Share it with anybody you know. Okay. Any other questions from chat before we move into the next subject? Hey, welcome to the stream, Rogue Agent.
Howdy.
Appreciate you dropping in. That means a lot. So yeah, if you're currently watching on the Lucas Eubanks channel, that is part of the stream, but the main channel is linked in the bio, and that has much better view of what's really going on. Full screen here.
What do we do if?
What does Sam think about this? What if the Earth disappeared and we had to go to mats and wear a spacesuit all the time? We had to go to Mars and wear a spacesuit all the time. We're in the hot seat. What do you think about that?
What I think of that?
What do you think of that?
I mean, just depending on like, do we run out of air or do we like continuously always have air?
That's a good question.
And then do I have like materials to build a house or am I just stuck there?
I think, hypothetically, if you did have all that stuff, what would you do? Would you prefer that over now?
I mean, it would be a really pretty view all the time, but then again, being there alone, even if I have all my materials, being there pretty much alone would just be sad
Always sad.
and boring.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, another question. What are y'all thoughts on Disney? Are we permitted to speak on such things?
I mean, yeah, we're supposed to speak. I'm not a big Disney fan. I never really have been. I mean, their movies, some of them are alright, but I do gotta say, I personally think they ruined Marvel. They've ruined a lot of different things. They ruined Star Wars.
But here's the thing
Yeah.
with Marvel, their one and only movie coming out this year, like Disney's not involved with, and they are
New Deadpool one.
yeah, new Deadpool movie. They're giving the actor
control.
Ryan Reynolds full control of the movie, so we'll see how that looks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Disney has pretty much ruined. I think Disney has ruined Marvel and Love and Thunder, and it's a complete crap,
It's just garbage.
Yeah.
disastrous film.
I
But
mean, I
like
think
the first Thor movie, beautiful.
change of character is. I think another thing on it is obviously Disney's very woke, and not a lot of people support that, but also a lot of people do support that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank
It's
so
just
on the
based
new
on
channel.
how
Thank
you
you.
feel.
Welcome to the new channel. We really need that support on this main channel is what matters. Are you gonna see the Deadpool movie right when it comes out?
Oh yeah.
Yes, me, my dad, and Sam are going to see the new Deadpool movie, and hopefully we are bringing. We'll probably be seeing it multiple times.
High expectations, low expectations. Better than the first two, or not?
Actually, from what I've heard from the director, that it has the same tone level that the first two films had. So,
Like similar, like funny, dirty jokes.
and Disney is keeping their part out of the film, so we will
Yeah.
see how that
Their paws are off.
like what Sam says, their paws are off the film. So,
I think it has a good chance to do success because returning actors is always a good thing.
yeah.
And the fact that they are able to bring in some of people's favorite characters and not have to change the actor, could be good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Any other, I'm not even sure how we got on that topic, but any other quick questions before we move into our next topic? Give it about 15 seconds. I'll just say next topic. Also, if you're watching right now and you haven't liked, it's free. Do it. It helps the stream. Also, if you haven't followed, also do that. It's a great thing. I mean, it helps us reach our goal. 50 followers, we can start really drastically improving the quality of our live streams. And same thing on Twitch. Obviously, with Twitch, it's easier to get monetized and 50 followers, active views. We're not doing this just for the money, but the money helps promote the stream and the money helps us grow. And honestly, that's what we want to do. We want to grow to a larger audience so we can entertain more people and honestly just enjoy what we're doing even more. I liked. Thank you. Appreciate it. What is y'all's favorite games? Okay, starting off with a genre of games. Robert, what's your favorite genre of games? And then moving into more specific. Try and get this out a little bit more.
Action adventure.
Action adventure. What about you?
Same.
Same thing. See me? I'm sports all the way. Sports games are by far my favorite, and I have played pretty much every single one of them. All right, then moving in more specific, Robert, what's your favorite game right now? Or all time, doesn't have to be right now. Any game.
Call of Duty Warzone.
Oh, that's a good one.
What's your favorite?
Right now I'm leaning a little bit more towards Call of Duty.
You play Fortnite all the
I
time,
know,
Sam.
Actually,
more towards
that
Call
is a
of
good thing into another one of the topics that I thought about discussing, which we'll get to that later. Stay tuned. But I'd say my favorite game right now is probably Madden. It's just an
Madden
NFL
NFL.
video game if you are not aware with it. So yeah, either that. I'm also very anticipating EA Sports College Football, their new game coming out, first one they made in 11 years. It's gonna be pretty big
They make
deal.
college football video games.
Yeah, they haven't in a while though, so they're bringing that back. The reboot, we need that. You all should do the Macarena. If you watch on Twitch, you can get channel points and redeem the Macarena, which has us do it. Which Madden? Right now, Madden 24 is where I'm playing, so I'd say that. But my favorite Madden all time is for sure 20. I was very good during 20. What is y'all's thoughts on kids getting gender reassignment surgery? We cannot discuss that,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
we can't discuss that. But we can tell you one thing: we are not in support.
We are not in support.
Yeah.
We do not support it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but, moving into another topic here. A lot of video games having had to change a lot. Supercell is a big mobile game company. I don't know if you're aware. They came out with games like Clash Royale, Clash of Clans,
Oh, yeah.
different games like that. They have actually had to change like pretty much every single one of their games to adapt because a lot of people, stopped playing them. Like, for instance, Clash Royale was, I believe, the 2016 most popular game in the world, most popular mobile game. And then it kind of fell off a lot, and they had to change a lot about it, and they're not the only ones. I mean, Epic Games with Fortnite, Fall Guys, and all their games, Rocket League, they've had to change their games quite a bit. And both companies have had people in major roles leave. And ultimately, I think the decision is, what do we see from older games? Do we think a lot of these older games are going to be able to make comebacks, or do we think they're kind of stuck in a vicious cycle?
What do you think, Sam?
I feel like with action games, I really like storylines, and when people who are in major like jobs and they control everything, like how, let's say, Donald Mustard left Fortnite, the storyline dropped.
Indeed. Did
Now
change
you
What
have
was
a game
Fortnite like before he left?
Had a storyline, it was fun, like it,
To like the
Brought
battle royale?
yeah, brought people
Yeah.
together and made it fun.
Each new season had a plot, and ultimately, I think
Brought
with him
characters
going,
together.
nobody really knew what the plot was going to be, and I think the plot is falling apart. Also, we'd like to ask the chat favorite games, thoughts on these games that we're talking about, anything.
What is
Yeah.
Fortnite
I'd like
like
to know.
today that made it so bad?
Ultimately,
Just
I think
seasons and plot.
yeah.
It's garbage.
they threw the plot out the window. I mean, they don't even talk about that anymore, and pretty much they've changed too much about the game, and that's the same thing a lot of people are saying about Supercell. Majority of the people who came back to Clash, or even just original players, have now quit it because of all the drastic changes that they've made to the game, and that's the same thing with Fortnite. People say, okay, well, Fortnite's at pretty much an all-time high right now for players because there's more people. But if you look back at the original players, even a bunch of the streamers who were really big in Chapter 1 have actually quit and honestly stopped playing the game altogether. They don't play it on stream. They've moved to other things. I'm sorry to shake it. So I think that's
I feel like
the main
there's so
thing.
much hype for
Warzone
newer
hit a
seasons.
pretty high popularity when it first came out during the pandemic. It grew and grew and grew, and it's still a hit to this day, but it's not as high up there like it's not as high up as it used to be because Activision decided to make some changes to Warzone that they thought would make it more fun, and gamers are pissed off about it.
Yeah, makes sense.
And for Crazy, I really like the way you said that because
Yeah.
But like
it did make the
Fortnite,
game.
like Fortnite, I will say this: there is a storyline to Warzone that is going on and on and on, just like
Yeah.
Fortnite. They got new
Well,
seasons, different characters, and there's always a story to every new season that comes out.
I feel like Call of Duty's doing a lot better than
What
Fortnite.
makes Warzone, well, yeah, it's doing better than Fortnite, but what makes it unique is it's connected to, it shares the same battle pass system and has a direct connection to current Call of Duty games that have been coming out ever since Modern Warfare released in 2019.
What's y'all's thoughts on the game Fallout?
I haven't played Fallout,
Oh, yeah.
so I don't.
Fallout has a lot of different games. You're gonna have to be more specific because they got like a bunch of games.
I really like them.
I've never
And the new
personally
show is
played
pretty good.
any of the Fallout games, so I can't really speak on that. But also, yeah, what you said about Mustard leaving the collabs, they do. They try and get everything. Fallout 4.
Back to Fortnite, though. Fortnite's been a disaster for a long time now, but a few months ago,
Whoa.
you were bragging about how great and wonderful Fortnite was.
About
This would have been a
couple months,
disaster
it's
for a
more
long
like-
time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
You,
nothing.
but you were talking about how great and wonderful it was.
Well, no, it was more so. You might be remembering how long ago it was, because Chapter 3, Season 3 was probably his favorite season. But Chapter 3, Season 4 just.
All right, how
wrapped
long
and-
ago did Donald Mustard leave?
I think he left.
Chapter 4,
Chapter 4.
like towards the end.
Yeah.
Well, when was Chapter 4 released?
Like a year ago.
Yeah. It went by fast.
But
So
no.
that's why right now, so ever since he left, like a year, because
Yeah, he
a
went
year
into
ago,
retirement.
you guys were all into Fortnite.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
will say I was playing it, streaming it regularly.
But then after
got
he
way too into
after
it.
he left, it started to fall apart. There were no more stories to every
Yeah,
season.
now they're
from
just
that.
bringing more collabs to try and get more players. But then again, them doing that just feels rushed. And then
Yeah.
soon enough, they're not going to have anything left to collab except Mickey Mouse and the Disney princesses.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna answer the question before you first. Get back to none of us ever really played Fallout 4.
I played a little bit at a friend's
Okay.
house.
Well,
but
to
it
answer
was
Warren's
okay.
question,
Let's do the one before that real quick.
okay.
I've watched some people play it before, but I can't really talk about it. I know Fallout probably does have a good storyline, but unfortunately,
The new shows are
Can't do
really
it
good, though.
is it Fortnite is just hitting people with cars now.
Yeah, it really
That
is.
is what the game is.
Just-
Yeah. Right
It's
now,
falling
Like
apart now.
yesterday, and it's
But
just
here's
like-
the thing: Fortnite's going downhill, but Warzone is
It's going,
it's going up, but it's kind of also it's kind of inflating. It's going up and it's going down a little bit.
just going up and down.
Going up and it's going up and going down constantly.
True.
But I think with the new Black Ops 6 that's releasing towards the end of this year and a new Warzone map coming up, it's gonna send Warzone going through the roof again like it did in 2019. So there's hope.
You want me to read Warren's?
well, yeah, you can go for it.
What do you think about games becoming more realistic? Do you think it could be a adverse effect caused by increased realism, like the line between fantasy and reality becoming blurred? I don't really
Ooh.
like games that are super realistic. I like more like cartoony games.
I like those kind
a
of
good
games too.
question.
Like Red Dead Redemption is super, or the second one is super